Well, well, well. The media is having a field day today. The media is absolutely ecstatic. Because again, the Dallas Cowboys are in the headlines. And it's strange to me. We're only, We're in the third day removed from the Super Bowl, and we're still finding ways to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. The media is running wild with a comment that Dak Prescott made that I think they're taking totally out of context. But is Dak delusional? Let's talk, Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, please don't forget at the end to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video, and help us to continue to grow and get out into that YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't already, please become a member. We have a lot of great things coming on this channel. Now let's talk facts. The media is ecstatic. They're taking something that Dak Prescott said and are blowing it totally out of context. And I have to give these reporters so much credit. They're always able to ask questions, and you got to be able to think on your feet when you're being asked questions. And sometimes you either got to you have to decide when to hold them or to fold them. Maybe sometimes some of these players may need to say no comment on a certain question. But at the end of the day, you are deed if you do and deed if you don't. Because if you don't answer the question, they're going to still draw their own conclusion and they're still going to say something crazy. And if you answer the question, then there'll be many who will take that question out of context and they'll still run with it and they'll say what they want to. Well, Dak Prescott was asked, I don't know if it was a simple question, but Dak Prescott was asked a question. Well, let's listen to the question and the answer. And then you tell me what you would have answered if you would have been asked the same question. Let's roll the clip.
Just one more. When you see what the Eagles just did, how far are you guys away from that level?
I feel like we compete with the Eagles and beat them for the most part when we played them. I don't want to say check the record.
Now stop right here. If Dak Prescott only says this part right here, if Dak Prescott says check the record, well, maybe you could think he is delusional. But is he delusional? Well, hold on a second. Dak Prescott said check the record. So why don't we just check the record? Well, the reality is, if you check the record, Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys have absolutely owned the NFC East ever since Dak came into the league. Dak Prescott is actually 33-8 against the NFC East. Dak Prescott against the Philadelphia Eagles has 9 wins and 4 losses. Dak Prescott has 12 wins against the Washington Commanders. And we already know he has put up just bukus of points against the Giants. He has 3 wins against the Giants. So when you think about the fact that Dak Prescott has literally owned the NFC East since he came in the league, is he delusional? Because even when the Eagles have had absolutely good to great teams, Dak Prescott has still been able to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. You don't believe me? Well, let's look at this. Well, if you look at the 2023 season, Dak Prescott smashed on them 33-13 at home. You look at the game that they played the Eagles at home, it was a very close game, 28-23. And we don't even want to talk about the Washington Commanders. I mean, the Cowboys were basically obliterating the Washington Commanders. Now, we know this is not with Jaden Daniels. But if you just look at what the Cowboys have continuously done, I mean, they've obliterated the Eagles for the most part. for the most part, if you just go all the way back. And if you look at this particular battle, Dak Prescott didn't even play in that one. So the Cowboys have absolutely owned. And in 2022, this was actually a Super Bowl year for the Philadelphia Eagles. So when Dak Prescott says check the record, if Dak Prescott stops right here, then maybe someone could make the claim that Dak is delusional. Well, let's hear the rest of what Dak Prescott said, and then we can understand that Dak is not actually delusional, but Dak is in full reality. Let's listen.
They're the guys holding the trophy right now, so credit to them. They've earned it and they deserved it by all means, but yeah, very close, especially when you even watch the NFC game, the NFC Championship, and those two teams that we battle against each and every year, a couple of times, and as I said, feel confident about we've gotten the better part each and every time. To see it in such a dominating fashion, credit to them. It's our turn and it's on us.
All right, he's got
okay.
Do we not realize the Dallas Cowboys beat the Washington Commanders this year with Jaden Daniels, with Cooper Rush, and full of injuries? The Cowboys beat the Washington Commanders 34-26. I mean, it was a weird game, but nevertheless, they beat the Washington Commanders. And then if you look at the second game against the Washington Commanders were trying to win that game because they wanted that particular playoff position. And even though they took Jaden Daniels out in the second half, the Cowboys were still, if you look at this game, the Cowboys were still, with Trey Lance on the field, the Cowboys were handling up on the Washington Commanders. And they almost beat them had it not been for the last play of the game, basically. So when Dak Prescott is saying, looking at the NFC East Championship game, I mean, Dak Prescott is just saying something very basic. When you think about the fact that we're in the same division with the Philadelphia Eagles, when you think about the fact the Cowboys have owned the division, Dak is saying something. I fully believe that we can beat the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles next year when we get our team together. Now, let's understand this. Dak Prescott gave the Philadelphia Eagles full credit. He said they're holding the trophy, and deservedly so. We're not going to be in denial here. The Philadelphia Eagles have devised a defense to stop quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Dak Prescott. Quarterbacks that can throw it all over the park. Rush 4, drop 7. That is going to be a tall task when the Cowboys see the Philadelphia Eagles again next year. But I'm fully confident the Cowboys are still going to handle up on the Eagles because I believe that Brian Schottenheimer has a plan and he's going to run the ball. And I believe the Cowboys are going to get that offensive line fixed and they're going to be fine against the Philadelphia Eagles. But again, we have to stop listening to the media. The media don't. We live in an era where sports journalism is dead. And the media don't take any longer, they don't want to hear statements in their context. They want statements they really just want to take statements and run with them so they can gaslight the audience and get the clicks and get the likes. Well, what was Dak Prescott supposed to say? Was he supposed to say we're terrible? Was Dak Prescott supposed to say we're nowhere near close to the Philadelphia Eagles? We're 2 or 3 years back? Was he supposed to say there's no way that us nor anyone are going to be able to beat the Philadelphia Eagles? I mean, what was Dak Prescott supposed to say? I think Dak Prescott said exactly what he was supposed to say. Y'all tell me what you think. I don't think Dak is delusional by any stretch of the imagination. I think what Dak Prescott said was perfectly fine, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with it. Who is delusional is this media and the fact that they need to admit they need Dak Prescott and they need the Dallas Cowboys. Because without Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, any story they tell you, it's in one ear and out the other one, and people don't even listen to finish whatever they're talking about. But y'all tell me what you think. Do y'all think there was something wrong with the statement that Dak made? Because I'm going to tell you up front, I don't. Again, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And until the next time, let's talk Cowboys. where we talk facts. Peace.